My contention is that the British know nothing about love. And I know it's going to upset them, and I know it's controversial, but I'm going to give you a reason why.
Okay.
We have one word to describe love, and the Greeks had 8.
You look at the love for your partner, very different to the love of your family. You know, they can both be unconditional, but they're unconditional in very different ways. They have different energies, they have different stories, they have different flavours to them.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. It's no wonder we're so confused. I mean, one 4-letter word to describe one of the most complex emotions doesn't make any sense. And you're right, they've got different energies, different flavors, and we want people to taste love.
This Valentine's, we didn't just make chocolate. We created an immersive experience.
Yeah, I mean, chocolate is associated with love already. We know that. But we were disappointed by what we saw. It was just crass. It's too often just a gesture. And what we want to do, actually feel what love is like. How do people give love, Paul? And how do they receive it? And this makes us want to go deeper into the language, because some cultures understood love and we've forgotten.
The ancient Greeks, as we said, they had 8 words for love.
So they had 8 words, and they would have had 8 languages, and they would have reflected the different personalities in those languages. We're going to add 8 flavors towards that to bring those feelings and emotions alive. This is a concept that's difficult for people to understand. We get it. This is complex. And we know some people that have explored this in the most deep and creative way possible. And they're our greatest artists. So of course we've looked to them for inspiration.
I mean, I think it's a fantastic idea. I mean, it goes back to that saying, doesn't it? A picture paints 1,000 words.
So this isn't a Valentine's collection, Paul. This is a map. This is a map of love. If I'm talking love languages, I'm going to go immediately to my grandma in Guernsey giving me a chocolate orange. And maybe this is the reason why I'm in chocolate, because I can picture that moment and that taste, that smell, and the lovely, glorious summer day. And that chocolate orange was family love. She was trying to teach me, she was trying to grow me and nurture me. And I know that. And that's why we've reflected it in one of the flavors.
See, I would take Eros, passion, desire, obsession, fire, burn within, that sort of bring out this emotion in you towards the person you love.
How are we going to characterize that flavor, that energy of love? What is the flavor in the chocolate that we're going to bring out with Eros and passion?
For me, it's a really easy sort of combination. Passion fruit, for passion, that tingliness, zestiness, that sort of fruity spice, but then a proper spice, chili. Get some fire, get that burning desire within you, that Eros passion coming through from the passion fruit and the chili.
But what about your partner, Paul? If you're all fire and lightning, you know, your partner's got to deal with this. What kind of love does she represent?
Well,
because we've got to put these two hearts together.
I actually think there's 2 very good Greek terms for my partner's love. First one of those, pragma, enduring love. That love that sort of speaks to itself with even tiny gestures. The simple thing of waking up to a fresh cup of coffee in the morning without even asking for it.
This is practical love. This is pragmatic love. It's represented by acts of service. That's the language. And you've got a great example of coffee and walnut. Not only is it somebody giving you a cup of coffee or cup of tea just regularly, unconditionally, in a beautiful way, they're also looking after your health, because we know that chocolate and coffee are packed with polyphenols. So they're trying, you know, it's a polyphenol powerhouse, and they're trying to deliver both health and acts of service. That's a wonderful. So you've got, in your case, you would marry Eros with passion fruit and chili with coffee and walnut, and that is a perfect representation of your love. But then there are other types of love.
Agape.
Unconditional love, the kind of love that gives without asking.
A great representation of love, that raspberry and rose. Rose, it speaks for itself. We associate roses with a sign of love, and then we have that sort of extra little sharpness in there that just sort of pick us up alongside the rose.
Philautia.
Love of self. Philia.
That's friendship.
We've gone for much more of a sort of comforting sort of lemon and lavender flavour.
Right.
And when you think about it, you know, there's lots of different times in life where that sort of comfort of friendship,
Yeah.
that sort of, you want that replicated in other things that you do. And that sort of lavender, we always associate that with relaxing and being able to relax. Because part of what friendship is about is being able to relax and be yourself. Mania.
Devotion, worship, obsession.
We've gone saffron and vanilla. They're two of the most expensive spices that we can use.
Two of the world's most expensive spices brought together to represent probably the highest and most powerful form of love, obsession. Storge,
Familial love,
Ludus.
playful love. Well, to me, nothing says playful like lime and tequila.
Oh, spot on. Yeah, you nailed it. Yeah, I mean, come on, tequila and lime and a margarita is just going to be party time. You know, let's have
Exactly.
fun. So when we look inside our partners, they live in these stories, they love in these stories. And that's how each one of our 8 flavors have been born. These ideas have survived as myths, right? And those myths are psychological maps. They're not old stories, they represent today's psychology. They map people's personalities, and of course what we've tried to do is combine them. You actually are gifting a chocolate that has real meaning and real context and a real love language.
Chocolate is physical. You know, it goes through all these processes, the same as love, to come out. It's a feeling. You feel those flavors coming through.
So we're writing love in the language of chocolate. We're not just trying to sell another box of chocolates.
I think that's definitely a goal that's worthy. Being able to find a way to communicate to all the people in your life that you love, the best way of communicating that love.
Paul, in this series, we're going to try and teach the British about the 8 types of love, the 8 languages of love, and give them the myths, the stories they're based on. We're going to bring alive the artwork and the creativity behind that love, and of course, the flavors and the taste of love. And that's what this series is about. It's about 8 distinct languages and energies and personalities. Do you agree? Are you on that? Are we on?
I'm on. I am here for the journey.